Good evening, everybody. I promised you this morning that I would upload a video talking about RutaVala and its emotional purposes. However, as you guys know, I'm traveling with my family. We live in a converted school bus now, and this morning we drove into Idaho, and now I'm without service till tomorrow, but I wanted to make the video here. It's a beautiful, peaceful setting, and I just feel good about doing the video. So I'm gonna make the video for you, and then I'll upload it tomorrow, so it'll be good. We're gonna be talking about the RutaVala roll-on, and it recently just came back in stock. RutaVala has some coconut oil, it has lavender, valerian, and ruta graveolens, rue oil. And it has a kind of sweet, woodsy, musty smell. It's very, very pleasant. Historically, RutaVala has several different uses depending on which oil you're talking about. So, rue historically was used to treat hysteria and nervousness, just for general calming. For the same reason it's good for sleep. Valerian is and has always been used for sleep and calming. Valerian especially has been researched for its effect on calming the central nervous system. And then, of course, we're all familiar with the calming effects of lavender. So you can imagine that the combo of this is just really a powerhouse. But what I wanted to talk about specifically is here in the Releasing Emotional Patterns book, which is one of my favorite reference books for emotional uses for essential oils, talks about which emotions RutaVala really is good with dealing with. And specifically it talks about the emotions of feeling frightened or lifeless. And on one hand those seem different, but if you're examining deeply, I feel that those two are a little bit connected. So we're going to look up and I'm going to show you how to apply the oils, how and where to apply the oils for releasing those emotions. So first we're going to deal with the emotion of feeling frightened. And the way this book works is that it lists the emotion on one side and it tells us the opposite of that emotion, and then it tells us the way out, what oil to use, where to apply it, and then it gives you a chart of where so you can see where to apply it. So the opposite of feeling frightened is feeling peaceful. The way out, or the affirmation or prayer that you can use, is I listen. And you apply RutaVala, is the oil it calls for, to the alarm point ego. And then it tells me, okay, that's on chart E and H. So I flip to the back of the book, and it will show me where to apply it. And ego is actually, I'll try and point it out. Actually right there. You guys can see that. And so you actually apply it right to that point, and I'll show you guys. So for me, it's going to be below my solar plexus, be about right here. And you apply that using the affirmation, I listen. And keep in mind that when you're using these for emotional release, when you use oils for emotional release, they do have an immediate effect. However, just like you're not going to get over a vitamin deficiency by eating that food or that vitamin one time, it has to become a habit, and you have to do it on a regular basis to really learn to release that emotion. The great thing is that when you're releasing it, you learn to recognize it sooner and you can deal with it more. Okay, so the second emotion that we're going to talk about was feeling lifeless. So we're going to look that one up. You can hear my kids in the background. They're playing in this cute little stream behind me. All right, the opposite of feeling lifeless, the other side is existing, and the way out is to say, I exist. You're going to use RutaVala, and you actually apply it the hara midway, which is right between the ego and the solar plexus. I know because I looked this up earlier. So the solar plexus is here, ego's here, so it right like about halfway between is going to be where you're going to apply it. And so you would apply it there, and then you say, I exist. So you could actually deal with both of these emotions at the same time, and I think sometimes you would find that they're interconnected. Saying, when you're frightened, it holds you into, it paralyzes you. And the longer you remain paralyzed in inaction because you're too afraid to take whatever action is that's going to be freeing, the more the life is sucked out of you. And so I think that as you use this on a regular basis, you're going to find yourself more and more free, more and more alive, and more empowered to take action. So I hope that that's helpful. I strongly recommend this book, Releasing Emotional Patterns. It's by Carolyn Mine, and it's really, really fantastic. So yeah, so you can see my kids playing in the background. I hope that you guys pick up a copy. You can get it on Amazon, and I think you can also get it at discoverlsp.org.